Well, today I was really embarrassed. I really made a fool of myself. I don't often make a fool of myself these days, but today I managed it. I parked for the first time in a car park, multi-story one in Newcastle, on the fifth floor, and left it and come back a couple hours later, and the fifth floor was locked, and it was bolted. All the stairwell entrances to it had been gated and padlocked, and even the ramp up to it had been padlocked. There was nobody about, so I didn't know what to do. I couldn't find a way in. It's Friday evening. I thought, oh well, somebody's been along. They've just hadn't looked properly, hadn't done the job, and they've just locked the top floor, thinking nobody's on it. So I went to the board, found this number to ring, rang this number for Newcastle City Council helpline, and it says nobody's available to take your call at the moment. Please, not even an option to leave a message. I had to email them. So the message said. Of course, that's no good to me. I need my car now, not in 3 days' time when they bother to reply to the email. So I hung up and I rang the other number you're supposed to ring for help if there's no out of hours help. That didn't work. The number said this is a new number. This is the number. I had to fumble for a pen, write the new number down, ring that. That didn't work either. And I could barely hear myself think because of the noise of the traffic outside. I found a stairwell and that was noisy too. So I was wondering about this car park, trying to get to my car, and there's nobody there. I eventually come down to the bottom of it again. Outside, I thought, well, the only way I'm going to solve this is to go to the city, the Newcastle Civic Centre, and tell them directly they've got to open up the car park, the level 5, because they've locked it and left my car in it, and I can't get it. So I go and start on the way to the Civic Centre when there's this woman coming down who's got like a uniform on, like a parking attendant unit, parking warden thing uniform on with numbers and shiny bits on and bits here and bits there. Obviously, she works for something to do with it. Well, I said, "Excuse me, do you know about this car park?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, my car's in it and I can't get it out." Yeah, well, how's that? I said, "Well, it's on the fifth floor and they've locked it." I said, "Oh, that's impossible. I couldn't have done that." I said, "Well, I have. I mean, I took a picture of the gate, locked. I showed it," and she said, "Well, this." I said, "Yeah. Well, how do I get my car back?" He said, "Well, you'll have to go up the ramp where you drove in." I said, "But the ramp was open then, and it's not open now. That's been bolted across and all. That's got a gate across it and padlocks and everything. Somebody's been in while I've been away for 2 hours, 1 till 3, and locked my car in and buggered off." And she didn't believe me, and I showed her. We'll walk up the ramp, and meanwhile, there's this bloke comes up. God knows where he's from. This little black bloke, and he's lost completely, and he's asking for directions to a solicitor how to get the city centre in his car from here, and she directs her the wrong way. So I managed to tell him, "Look, just go over the bridge I've just been over, and it takes you, just walk over there. It takes you straight into the city centre." So yeah, back to where I am. So we get up there to the fifth floor, and it's empty. It's not locked, but it's empty. not a car in sight. Well, one black car, which isn't mine. She said, "Is that your car?" I said, "No, it isn't." I said, "It's not here. It must have been stolen." She said, "Oh, well, maybe you must have put it on another floor." I said, "Well, I didn't. I put it on the 5th floor. I know it was the 5th floor. It said 5 on the sign." And she was starting to get annoyed because I was annoyed, and said, "Don't shout at me. I'm not responsible for it." I said, "Well, okay, I'm just trying to get the bottom of it. You know, somebody's responsible for it, and I can't ring anybody to ask because they're not answering the phone." And so we went down to the 4th floor, and my car was on the 4th floor. So who's moved it from the 5th floor to the 4th floor while I've been away? I don't know. But this is just, it's mind blowing. How's my car got from the 5th floor to the 4th floor? God, aliens must have took it or something. But it was something completely through us, and I wasn't expecting that. It turned out that what I thought was the 5th floor was the roof. I've been trying to get on the roof, and that's why it was difficult to access. But there's like little blue sort of. I've looked at this car park from above on Google Maps. It's like little blue parking lots things on the roof, and that's where I was. I saw the blue things. You know, it's only blue up there. It's not blue underneath. So all I can think of is, and even that doesn't answer it. The nearest I can come to a logical explanation is that they've missed either somebody's been and changed the signs around while I've been away, or I've missed. They haven't numbered the floors properly, or they've numbered 5 and 4 the wrong way around. Perhaps because 5, the sign saying 5 on the door, on the level I was at when I parked the car, it said 5. Now, if I was on the 4th floor, that maybe should have been saying 2 floor 5, not 5. So that's a possibility. And it's then if I was on the 5th floor, there would have been another sign saying 4, meaning to the 4th floor, because you couldn't go to the roof. But it didn't say 2 4 or to the 4th floor. It said 4. So the one above it on floor 5 said 4, and the one below it, I think, said 5, 2 5 and 2 4. Totally nonsensical, and it's totally confused me. And there's nobody there to even help me. So Newcastle City Council will be getting a nasty letter off me, and I had to extend my parking for half an hour as well. You know, while I sorted this mess out, but I'm not happy about it. You know, it's their fault. They should have labelled the floors properly. 2 floor 4 isn't the same as floor 4. 2 foot floor 5 isn't the same as floor 5, and there wasn't a 2 sign there. It just says 4 and 5. So it's their fault. I'm not going out my mind. You know, it's them that's wrong. It's them that's crazy, not me.